It only took us a week to realize that Kauai is now hands down our favorite Hawaiian island. I've always been told that you will never run out of things to do in Kauai, including a terrifying helicopter tour, tubing down a mountain, enjoying gorgeous beaches, stunning waterfalls, and hiking in the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. And you know what? They were right. Thanks so much for joining us today, and by the way, don't miss out on our travels. Click the subscribe button below. Also, if you don't wish to watch the entire video, but would only like to view certain parts, scroll through the chapters using the timeline bar below. Click on the chapter you would like to view, and voila! To say that we fell in love with Kauai is an understatement. Find out why this Hawaiian island easily became one of our most favorite destinations. Hawaii is a favorite destination for foodies, and if you would like to know where to go for the amazing eats at Kauai, make sure to watch our other video, 20 Amazing Places to Eat in Kauai. From Oakland Airport, we flew 5 hours to Kauai, the northernmost Hawaiian island.
Hawaiian Airlines, thank you very much for choosing.
After landing at Lihue, we had to make a mad dash for shaved ice. I guess I enjoyed mine too much, and I ended up with a blue mouth and blue teeth.
Don't mind.
Driving a few miles down the road from the airport, we ended up in Salt Pond Beach in Hanapepe. Parking here is free, and there were plenty of spots to enjoy the sand and the warm ocean water. On the side of the road, we found a lookout, which gave us a teaser of the breathtaking destination we were about to go to, the Waimea Canyon. We stayed at the Marriott Kauai Beach Club in Lihue, and we were spoiled with a stunning view of the ocean and easy access to the popular Kalapaki Beach. And with Duke's Barefoot Bar right next door, we had cocktails and enjoyed live music. And of course, we dug into their famous hula pie, and it did not disappoint. And with full bellies, we decided to head back to our room, retire on our balcony, and enjoy the sea breeze while we drifted off to sleep. California is 3 hours ahead of Hawaii. Adrian and I are both early risers, and we woke up at 3:30 a.m. To make the most of our day, we decided to watch a sunrise and drove west to the Waimea Canyon. Oh, and just to let you know, there are thousands of chickens and roosters everywhere on Kauai.
Did I eat it?
Waimea Canyon, also known as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, stretches approximately 14 miles in length, reaching depths of up to 3,600 feet, with a kaleidoscope of vibrant red and green hues that result from the iron-rich soil and lush vegetation. Visitors flock to Waimea Canyon for its panoramic vistas, numerous hiking trails, and the opportunity to witness the striking geological beauty of Hawaii's Garden Isle. The park entrance fee is $10 per person, and this fee includes parking. Further up the hill is Kokea State Park, where we enjoyed unbelievable views of the Kalalau Valley from the lookout. While enjoying the hike, Adrian thought it would be fun to play hide and seek. As we drove back, we found more spots to enjoy the views of the canyon. Waimea Canyon's geological history dates back millions of years, shaped primarily by the erosive forces of the Waimea River and ongoing volcanic activity on the island of Kauai. Waimea, which means reddish water in Hawaiian, is a reference to the canyon's distinctive red soils and the river's color during heavy rainfall. Last year, during our trip to an organic farm in Maui, we enjoyed touring their small coffee plantation. While planning our trip to Kauai, I learned that the island has the largest coffee plantation in the US, and they do tours. So we joined one, and we got to sample the coffee berries straight from the tree. You squeeze the coffee bean out and eat the berry itself. And no, it's not bitter like the coffee. It's actually very sweet. During our tour, our guide Lisa gave us a lot of history and information about the plantation. The plantation is the largest in the USA, with 4 million trees. What makes this place so special, though, is the location. Just look at those views. Back at the cafe, after finishing our tour, we sampled different blends and shopped for coffee and gifts at their gift shop. There are so many different blends. After the coffee tour, we headed to the quaint town of Hanapepe and walked on the Hanapepe swinging bridge. The Hanapepe swinging bridge, originally built in the early 20th century, served as a practical pedestrian crossing over the Hanapepe River, linking the town with the nearby neighborhoods and fields. In 1992, the Hanapepe swinging bridge was restored after being damaged by Hurricane Anini. Hanapepe is also home to the Aloha Spice Company. If you are after some unique spice blends, this is the place to go. Hanapepe is a very sleepy town, but it is definitely worth a visit. Here is a top tip. When in Kauai, be prepared for rain. The weather can change anytime. It rains a lot in Kauai, averaging 70 to 250 inches of rain per year. This is why the island is so green, hence earning its name the Emerald Island. Also, Kauai is home to one of the wettest places on Earth, Mount Wailua, where it averages 450 inches of rain per year. And in case you didn't know, Kauai is home to thousands of feral pigs. The following day, we headed to Poipu to watch the sunrise. And as expected, Poipu did not disappoint. Poipu, with its countless resorts, hotels, and restaurants, is a very popular tourist destination. Moreover, Poipu Beach Park is a sanctuary for green sea turtles, where they are protected. Note, you are not allowed to go anywhere near them. People are told to stay at least 10 feet away from these precious animals. Snorkeling is one of my favorite things to do, and Renike's Beach is the perfect spot for it. I saw lots of fish. Too bad my GoPro couldn't capture them all, but I was very lucky to see many fish of different sizes, shapes, and colors. Just down the road from the beach is the Poipu shopping village. The place is full of cafes and restaurants. It is also perfect for those who want to do a little bit of shopping. The Spouting Horn, a short drive away, is a mesmerizing natural wonder where the ocean waves surge into a coastal lava tube, creating a spectacular spout of water that can reach impressive heights. We also made sure to drive through the Koloa tree tunnel, a captivating stretch of eucalyptus trees that forms a canopy, forming a natural tunnel through the Maluhia Road. Yep, more chickens, but aren't those chicks so cute? Wailua Falls is a perfect example of Kauai's natural beauty. If you think you've seen the falls before, you may have watched the movie Fantasy Island, where it was used as a backdrop. Note that you can only view the falls from a viewpoint by a very small parking lot. There was once a trail that leads to the bottom of the falls, but it has now been closed due to a recent fatality. The following day, we headed to Kapa'a. Cycling the Kapa'a bike trail was one of my most favorite activities in Kauai. After renting bikes from a local, we cycled the entire trail, starting at Lidgate Park to the end of the trail at Kuna Bay, then cycling all the way back. Close to the end of the trail is this really fun tunnel. You have to go all the way up to the top towards the main road and zip all the way down back to the trail. Several stops along the way and just enjoyed the wonderful views. And just before returning the bikes, we made a quick tour to Kapa'a town to enjoy a coffee at Java Kai and smoothies at Kauai Juice Company. By the way, this blue drink is the best. I'll tell you more in our other video. Close to Kapa'a is Opaekaa Falls, which is beautiful on a sunny day and even during a downpour, which happened a minute after we parked. Across the way from the falls is a sunny view of the Wailua Valley and the river. On the way to my favorite snorkeling spot, we took a short detour to the Kilauea Point, the northernmost part of the Hawaiian Islands, where we saw the lighthouse from afar. Tours of the lighthouse are available by appointment only. Our next stop is my little slice of heaven in Kauai, Anini Beach. With its crystal clear turquoise waters and pristine white sand, it was a perfect place to hang out and snorkel. I had to swim far from the shore to see fish, but it was worth it. And while Adrian waited for me to finish, he found tons of crabs on the shore. I guess he was shy. Of course, no trip to Kauai would be complete without a doors off. Yes, you heard that right. Doors off helicopter tour. We booked through Viator and you can find the link in the description below. Here's an important tip. Wrap up if you do go on this tour as it gets very cold up there. And don't bring a big camera. A GoPro, gimbal, or your phone would be best. It's very shaky and you need something with the best stabilization for the best pictures and videos. I'm not gonna lie, being up there was terrifying, but it was all worth it when I saw these out of this world views. After spending nearly an hour in the air with the wind blowing straight at me, I came back with a really numb face. I will never do a doors off tour again, but these pictures will forever stay in my memory. Okay, now let's talk about my favorite activity. We booked our tickets directly on the Kauai Backcountry Adventures website, www.backcountry.com. I'm telling you, fun isn't even enough to describe the amazingness, is that even a word? Of our mountain tubing adventure. We started off by taking a ride with our awesome guide Jordan to the top of the hill where the tubing starts.
How's it?
After getting our helmets on and a brief overview of how difficult this activity is, we all got on our tubes and off we went. The creek we tubed on used to be an irrigation system for a now defunct sugar plantation, and we had to go through 4 tunnels and lazily drifted down the hill. But what made this really fun were our guides. They were so entertaining and kept us laughing the entire time. They were so funny.
Go, Denise, go!
You're getting a complimentary facial, face mask, exfoliation. Wet your gloves, scrape the walls, get a layer of clay on. Gentlemen, war paint. Show me one time.
How'd that work?
We were all so sad when it ended, but before we headed back, we stopped at a beautiful spot for lunch. I spotted some cool birds and found Adrian doing... I don't even know what the heck he was doing. And yes, we spotted some friendly feral pigs.
Come back, find this guy in like a month.
We had yet another very early morning where we drove north to Hanalei and hung out at the beach. Hanalei's charming crescent-shaped bay is straight out of a postcard picture perfect. Locals and tourists flock here to enjoy the views, fish, swim, and surf. Hanalei town is also my favorite place for food and shopping, and mucking around. We had really yummy food here. Adrian's face proves it, and there are food trucks everywhere too. After a hearty meal, we rented a kayak and enjoyed a nice trip down the serene Hanalei River. We rented our kayaks from Kayak Hanalei. There are two routes that you can go on, or you can also do both. One is towards a beach, which is easier and shorter, and the other is a longer trip towards a wildlife refuge. We chose to go row towards a wildlife refuge, and it was just a fun and relaxing way to spend the day. During our daily travels, we always drove past this plantation. Adrian and I became curious and wondered if there was a way that we could tour it. And yes, they do. A train tour, as a matter of fact. The Kilohana Plantation was built in the 1930s. We boarded the train and rode the 2.5-mile track around the 105-acre plantation filled with different groves and crops. Halfway through our trip, we spotted these pigs. Actually, they spotted the train and started running after it. Why? Because they knew they were about to be fed. We stopped at the farm to meet the animals and fed the cows and pigs with tortillas. This guy wanted more. And they had the sweetest horse, and he loved to eat from my hand. The plantation itself is huge. It has shops, a restaurant, boutiques, and a luau. It is also home to the Koloa Rum Company, where you can do tours and rum tasting. Overall, it was a great, low-key way to top off our last day in Kauai. As we prepared to head home, Adrian and I agreed that we needed to return in the near future. A week wasn't enough to truly enjoy Kauai. Nevertheless, the memories we made here are something that cannot be replicated anywhere else. Kauai is truly a unique gem that you have to experience in order to fully appreciate this island. We hope you enjoyed this video. We have lots more travel videos to post, and make sure to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release another one. Remember, the journey is as important as the destination itself. Thanks again for watching, and we can't wait to see you soon.